Just days ago, President Trump assembled a White House roundtable, survivors of brutal riots sharing their scars, law enforcement exposing the networks fueling chaos in our streets, Antifa, the mass militants who've torched cities, assaulted innocents, and sown terror from Portland to Kenosha. This is real. This is raw. This is accountability. But what does the so-called news do? They mock it. The Independent scoffs. Trump's Antifa roundtable was so much worse than you're imagining. AOL declares Antifa isn't real, at least not in the way one convenes a roundtable, and Jimmy Kimmel from his cushy late-night throne chuckles, there's no Antifa, this is an entirely imaginary organization. Imaginary? Tell that to the burned out businesses. Tell that to the blinded officers. Tell that to the families scattered by their organized anarchy. This isn't journalism. This is gaslighting on steroids. This is the latest salvo in a war on your mind. A 5-year barrage of bold-faced lies that have twisted our nation into knots. Lie after lie, denial after denial, and we're done swallowing it. Today we expose the matrix. Today we break free. We demand the truth. Remember 2020? They whispered, 15 days to slow the spread. A harmless pause, they said, echoed by CNN's fear-mongers and NPR's solemn nods, but those 15 days morphed into a nightmare. Years of lockdowns, mass children, shattered dreams, and a million graves. Lie after lie, and we paid the price in freedom and lives. The borders? Not open, they insisted, ABC's anchors smiling as the White House stonewalled, yet the floodgates burst. 10 million crossings, fentanyl, killing our kids, cartels laughing all the way to the bank, lie after lie while our communities drowned. Hunter Biden's laptop, Russian disinformation, screamed Politico and CNN, backed up by 50 so-called experts who knew better. Twitter buried it, but the truth clawed out. FBI confirmation, guilty pleas, lie after lie, rigging elections in the shadows. COVID's origin, a racist conspiracy, the New York Times sneered. Lab leak, fringe nonsense until Biden's intel flipped. Plausible, probable, lie after lie, silencing science, stoking division. Inflation, transitory, cooed Bloomberg and the Fed. A blip, but it soared to 9.1%, devouring paychecks, forcing parents to skip meals. Lie after lie as families fractured under the weight. Monkeypox, a threat to us all, CNN blared, whipping up panic. CDC data targeted, contains, lie after lie. Fear is a weapon. January 6th, Officer Sicknick bludgeoned to death, NBC wailed. Autopsy, strokes, no assault. Lie after lie, painting patriots as monsters. Kyle Rittenhouse, white supremacist thug, MSNBC branded him. Acquittal, self-defense, truth, triumphant. Lie after lie, trials by media mob. Afghanistan, extraordinary success, Biden boasted, NPR applauding. 13 heroes dead. Billions in weapons gifted to terrorists, chaos reigning, lie after lie, abandoning our own. The election, pristine, no irregularities, CBS intoned. Audits unearthed thousands of ghosts in the machine, lie after lie, eroding faith in democracy. Crime waves, overstated, the Washington Post downplayed as murder spiked 5.6%. Lie after lie, cities bleeding red. Critical race theory, not in our schools, NPR lied. Parents unearthed the indoctrination, lie after lie, poisoning young minds. Florida's bold stand, death trap, The Guardian howled. Reality thriving while lockdown states withered, lie after lie, punishing success. The Great Barrington Declaration, pseudoscience, BBC dismissed. Johns Hopkins vindicated, lie after lie, crushing dissent. Steele dossier, credible intel, CNN preached. Durham, fiction factory, lie after lie, witch hunts unleashed. Nord Stream, Russia's sabotage, Reuters guessed. Whispers of deeper hands, lie after lie, wars built on deceit. Biological truth, sex is a spectrum, Scientific American preached. Science, binary, unyielding, lie after lie, rewriting reality. Uvalde, heroic cops, CNN spun. Footage, 77 minutes of cowardice, 21 innocent lives lost. Lie after lie, heroes unmasked. Climate hysteria, every storm, apocalypse now, CBS thunders. NOAA, no spike. Lie after lie, guilting the globe. Misinformation killing us, the Times blamed skeptics. Truth, their flip-flops fueled the fire. Lie after lie, trust incinerated. This isn't a glitch in the system. This is the system, a propaganda machine oiled by power, programmed to divide, conquer, and control. And at its heart, a forgotten law that's poisoned our airwaves, the Smith-Mundt Act. Born in 1948 to combat foreign lies, it once shielded us, banning government propaganda from domestic eyes. No psyops on American soil. But in 2012, snuck into the NDAA by bipartisan betrayal, McCain, Obama, the usual suspects, they modernized it, flipped the switch. Now State Department spin, Pentagon script, CIA whispers flood our screens, unlabeled, unchecked, legalized brainwashing. Taxpayer-funded fairy tales, Russiagate, fueled by it. COVID terror amplified, Antifa erasure. This act turned newsrooms into echo chambers, journalists into puppets, truth into treason. It's why our world feels like a scripted dystopia, because it is. Enough. We see through the veil. We feel the betrayal in our bones. It's time to shatter the machine. Turn it off. Cancel the cable tyrants. Unplug the propaganda pumps. That evening news hour, it's poison in prime time. Those talking heads, puppets on strings, your feed, a fire hose of fiction. Why watch it when it warps you? Why tune in when it tricks you? Turn it off and awaken. Hunt the truth yourself. Raw data, FBI files, court truths, platforms like X, unfiltered, uncensored. Independent voices who bled for honesty. It's raw, it's real, it's yours. And don't stop there. We must repeal the Smith-Mundt modernization. Be present at your reps' offices. Flood their lines, demand full repeal, ban the beast, no more domestic deceit, government out, truth in, a world reborn, no longer a lie, but a legacy we will forge. We are the awakened. We are the architects of tomorrow. Turn off the lies, tear down the act. Together, we reclaim our minds, our nation, our freedom, because in the end, truth isn't just power, it's our birthright. God bless you. God bless the truth, and God bless these United States.